You know, Monday Night Raw this week was great, but tonight's episode of SmackDown Live looks to be even better.
In this life, there are very few guarantees, but tonight, unlike Byron Saxton's parents, I guarantee you won't be disappointed.
The Glamazon, one of the most dominant women in WWE history.
Beth Phoenix looks poised for competition here tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, accompanied by the Rated R Superstar Edge. From Buffalo, New York, the Glamazon, Beth Phoenix.
You know, the competition has changed so much since Beth Phoenix's heyday, but this is a new chance to test the mettle.
No, you're right, Byron, but Beth Phoenix was ready for the evolution before the evolution was ready for her.
Guess what? What? It's boss time!
I knew you were going to say that, Michael.
From Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha Banks!
Stephanie McMahon brought Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and Sasha Banks to WWE, and those three women changed the course of history as we know it today.
Yeah, Sasha Banks has been a trailblazer. She has been at the forefront of that change. In fact, Sasha's career-long motto, be so good, they can't ignore you.
The boss, Sasha Banks, set for competition. Banks no stranger to high-pressure situations, whether it's the pressure of the moment or the pressure of living up to her stellar past. Sasha is game and as fierce as a competitor as they come in WWE.
Sasha Banks is also no stranger to duplicity, backstabbing, and doing just about anything she can to guarantee a win. Sasha Banks doesn't like anybody not named Sasha Banks.
All things you usually applaud a superstar for, Corey. That being said, you do have a point buried deep in there. Banks is always willing to do whatever it takes to win, and there's just about nothing that can change her mind when it comes to that. Tonight should be no different.
Then you have Beth Phoenix, the Glamazon, a moniker that has never been more applicable to a superstar. Some could argue that no competitor has ever dominated the women's division as convincingly as Beth Phoenix.
And if you happen to have an argument against that, you might not want to say it to Beth's face, because she doesn't just look intimidating. That strength and power game is the real deal. If Sasha wants to walk away with the win here, she needs to throw caution to the wind. When Banks fights with no limits, she's impossible to prepare for.
I have to agree with you, and Sasha Banks holds nothing back. There's little anyone can do to stop her. Perhaps thinking about what to do next here.
Oh, that's how you establish dominance.
From the top.
Wow, she lands hard.
Ooh, chopping down the opposition.
There's a snapmare.
And a basement drop kick. The typically dominant Phoenix found herself in an unfamiliar position there.
Banks came into this match with a singular focus and drive, and she just stayed the course there.
Uh-oh. Up and... alley-oop! Face first.
That was awesome.
Kick to the gut. Ooh, brutal forearm.
Beth caught by the counter.
Ooh, she hit the corner hard.
Collision by Sasha. Big drop. Enabled to counter.
The boss averts the attack.
If she keeps the pressure on, the next one might do it.
Splash!
What a shot. This superstar making an incredible comeback.
Tapping deep into the energy reserve, still in the fight.
She might be in some trouble now.
This is where endurance becomes so important in the late stages of the match.
Is it enough? The cover! She gets the shoulder up.
What a match.
And Beth can't stop any offense coming her way.
This is what I was talking about. Banks is going on the offensive with a no-limit attitude.
She's going for it. This could be. 1, 2, 3. No.
She just dug down deep there, but I don't know if she'll be able to do it again.
Oh, foot just stomping down.
Good God, that's devastating.
That's gotta be it. Quick count out after 1.
This match continues on.
And Sasha with a backstabbing football over. Here it comes. Sasha with a backstabbing. The backstabbing. Sasha Banks. The boss has tapped many, many people with this move.
I don't think this one's going to be any different.
This could do it. 1, 2. And she fights it off.
Getting that shoulder up now is huge.
Up and across the shoulders.
Torture rack. Torture rack.
This is not where the boss wanted to be.
And no bank statement here. Reverse time here on Sasha.
She's in trouble. And that's one way out of it.
Beth able to dodge that.
Strongest slam. Cover. 2. Almost ended it there. What does she have to do to put her away?
I'm asking myself the same question. I have no idea. You can tell she wants to put an end to this.
From the top.
Double axe handle. Banks had that well scouted.
Nice sit-up powerbomb. Watch this power. All the way up, all the way down. Not done just yet.
Rotating verticals.
She's looking for the win.
1, 2. She kicks out with force.
Good Lord, scarily close to 3. Watch this power. All the way up. All the way.
Backstabber from the boss. Slips into the backstabbing. This would be an amazing upset.
Banks picks up the win.
Sasha Banks gets the win.
Check the tape. I'm sure she cheated.
Here is your winner, Sasha Banks.
A big win and a big match.
And Sasha Banks walks away with the win.
The following contest is a tornado tag team match. Introducing first, from Cameron, North Carolina, weighing in at 225 pounds, the and his partner, from Cameron, North Carolina, weighing in at 239 pounds, Matt Harvey.
Matches like these, with talent of this caliber, this is why sports entertainment is in...
A multi-time WWE champion, former Royal Rumble winner, one of the greatest of all time, Rey Mysterio.
The ultimate underdog who is still a thrill to watch after 30 years.
And from San Diego, California, weighing in at 175 pounds, Rey Mysterio.
You really can't help but be excited during the incredible entrance of Rey Mysterio. Oh yeah, I am pumped for this guy.
From Aberdeen, Washington, weighing in at 206 pounds, Bryan Danielson.
Would you believe the audacity of this superstar? There's a reason they're not well liked by the WWE Universe or their peers.
And as you can see, these teams can't wait to take each other apart in this tornado match.
You gotta act fast to come out on top in a match like this. It'll be interesting to see who is able to get the early advantage.
Sharp elbows to the body, looking to fight his way out. What awareness seeing Rey coming.
Sent to the outside.
Here comes the attack.
Toe bang! Come on, hero! It's like a heat-seeking missile coming at you.
And the explosion occurring ringside. Elbow on the spot. Here's the torture rack.
Racked up, not finished yet.
Boom, nice. Producing a trampling.
Oh man, you can see he is feeling it now.
Arm control applied and a big boot to the guts.
Locked in on the shoulder. How's that for a counter?
Oh my, take off. He paid for that. Hold on, is he thinking of a submission here?
It's locked in. Submission move here.
This will win the match.
Nice escape. Oh no. Oh, the reverse DDT. He's taking this to the floor now. He's absorbed some damage already.
Gets put into the barricade.
Strikes with a kick.
Able to give him the slip.
Back in the ring now.
No!
Slam! Alabama style.
There's the arm wringer. Followed by the leg drop.
Targeted the arm. Suplex.
Running swanton finds the mark.
No, he lets him out. Curious decision there, Michael.
He
way. Straight into the post on the outside. Oh, and a stop. He's feeling the effects of that last hit. Great reversal.
Out of the way in time. A suplex.
That one's scouted. That'll break his arm. Vicious. He turns it around. Kick right to the back of the leg. 619. He gets back into the ring.
He could pin his opponent right here.
It's over.
Look at the look on his opponent's face, Cole. He can't believe it.
And it's reverse pain for that mistake.
He knows how to avoid contact. Boom! Michinoku driver.
Oh, Rey Mysterio. Look at that sunset flip powerbomb.
Mysterio ready to drop.
Mysterio
Heading back to the ring.
He's one step ahead there. Taking this outside. This could be good.
Oh, God.
And he had Rey's number there. Into the barricade.
Kick right to the back of the leg.
Oh, round and round we go.
Tilt-a-whirl head scissors.
And Rey now with a springboard frog splash.
Absolutely amazing.
And there's the save. He climbs into the ring.
Rey moves out of trouble.
Oof. Kick finds it. He's struggling a bit here. Will it be?
I think we are witnessing a career-altering.
That will end it.
Here are your winners, Bryan Danielson and Rey Mysterio.
And they
Here comes one of the most dominant competitors ever.
breathing fire and raining destruction like a dragon. A focused gaze on the face of Goldberg.
Making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 270 pounds, Goldberg!
Two numbers come to mind.
Here comes 6'8", 385 pounds of chaos.
And his opponent from Sherrills Ford, North Carolina, weighing in at 385 pounds, Braun Strowman!
Won many titles, including the Universal Championship.
Yeah, but sometimes I feel like Braun Strowman is more interested in just causing pain.
The monster is about to be unleashed.
Brace yourself for impact.
Goldberg out here has mowed down the opposition over the years by employing immeasurable intensity and devastating power.
Goldberg annihilates whoever stands in his way.
With Goldberg, it's a simple approach. It always comes down to who's next.
But there in the ring with a human wrecking ball, Braun Strowman, a man who devastates anything and anyone that would dare get in his way.
Trucks, ambulances, all reduced to rubble by Strowman. And if you think what he does to machines is bad, wait till you see Braun gets his hands on his opponent tonight. Braun got out of there. Clothesline. Uh-oh. Going for the run. Choke slam. Oh, stomping away.
Oh, he answers back on the monster. Goldberg counters with authority.
Quick exchange of counters there.
Legs caught.
Spine buster.
What's the best way to deal with an opponent like Strowman who throws such massive clubbing blows inside the ring?
Well, step one is don't get hit. But step two is even trickier, and that's to try to get in close to attack, where it'll be harder for Braun to throw a clean strike. Bottom line, you can't let Strowman control the distancing in the ring, and you're going to have to take the fight to him at some point.
Striking at will. Look at this.
Oh, from the rope. Able to get the advantage here.
Choke slam? Oh, no.
All the way up.
Oh, into a spine buster.
Crippling. That's absolutely.
He can pin his opponent right here. He narrowly avoids the count.
Very close. Fatigue clearly setting in.
Oh, look at mounting, and now the punches hammering away.
Ruthless.
One after another. A continuous attack on Strowman.
I love this bold approach we're seeing. Taking the fight to Braun Strowman and not allowing him to decide the distancing in this match.
He is just reeling from that offense.
Yeah, Cole, but at this point in the match, you still haven't lost the edge.
Got him set up in the corner of the ring.
And that might be the start of the momentum swing Braun needed.
Prime opportunity now for Braun to get some separation and gather himself.
Strong suplex.
Things are getting risky. This will not end well.
The hardest part of the ring. Domination from Goldberg.
Braun is being completely neutralized.
And he retaliates on Strowman.
Right to the leg.
Beautiful arm wringer applied.
Followed by a lariat right to the face. Stop gloating and put your attention back to the match.
Strowman. Goldberg fights that off. There you go, Cole.
pretty easy day at the office right there.
As always, Cole, you're more polite than I am, so I'll just say what we're all thinking. This was his one-sided...
Oh, great. Rearranging our ringside furniture here. Clearing the announce desk.
What a mess.
Look at this now, draping his opponent over the announce desk. Hoisted up, military press. Look at him totally vibing with the WWE Universe right now. Are you guys ready?
And his opponents, first, from parts unknown, weighing in at 323 pounds, Kane!
One of the most dominant, destructive forces in the history of WWE.
Multiple world and tag team championships and more destruction to come.
Well, this is an extraordinary sight. Goosebump-inducing. The awe-inspiring entrance of The Undertaker.
Darkness has completely engulfed this entire building.
Admit it, Byron, you're scared.
A little bit.
We are seeing a legend in the flesh.
And from Death Valley, weighing in at 299 pounds, the Undertaker!
The magnificence of the Phenom.
Truly a mesmerizing scene. The legendary Phenom creates an atmosphere unlike anything you will see.
Talk to anyone who's ever been in the ring opposite The Undertaker, and they will tell you nothing prepares you for this. The stoic walk of the dead man.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide in a steel cage match. And I'm not sure either one of these competitors really mind.
Well, this will definitely show what these superstars are made of. You're either the hunter or the prey here. Sometimes both, depending on how long the match lasts. Which reminds me, stamina and conditioning are huge in a steel cage.
Wasn't stamina a factor in every match, Corey?
Well, true, but you don't have to scramble to the top of a bunch of steel mesh in every match. Or pull somebody down off of the cage either. The steel cage offers some very unique challenges.
And opportunities.
In your mind, what's the best strategy to take in a triple threat match?
Unfortunately, there's no one right answer. These matches are too unpredictable to plan for, but a good rule of thumb is to be aggressive and control the action in the ring.
Choke slam! Down with the leg drop. Solid punch.
Military press.
Boom! All measured up. Drop kick to the spine. This match grinded him down a little. Kane waylays him. Ooh, body shot. Tough position to be caught in here. Oh, man, taking it to the trachea. Big drop of the leg.
Overhand connects. You can tell he's feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up.
Sure, he's pumping himself up, but he's also giving his opponent a chance to recover.
Finds the advantage after a string of counters.
And the electricity of this moment is coursing through his veins.
Press slam.
Oh, that's bad. Kane's face is making me weak to my stomach.
Running FTO plants him.
Nicely done.
Oh, hard impact in the corner. He is truly feeling it right now. As well he should.
Big back body drop. And now he's looking to advance up the cage wall.
Is this the right time? Is this the right moment?
Oh, no. Double impact. Trying to make their way out of the cage. Boom! Crash landing. And a malicious fall from the cage.
That's a tough break at this point in the match.
And he's able to fight Kane off.
Turning the throat there.
He switches it back around.
He's staring his opponent down, getting into that zone.
This match's brutality starting to show on him.
The toll, the damage damage that a steel cage match does. We are seeing it right now, Michael.
And there's the Uranagi. Planted him. Good night. Oh, the life drained from the dead man.
In search of some footing to make this huge climb. Who's the left? Oh!
Yeah, fighting back with a counter.
What power!
Good night.
Taker's about to end another fight for the win!
The sound of this crowd is deafening, and he's asking for more.
Check your face after that one. Here he goes, working his way up the side of the cage.
Needs to be careful, though. Every movement is a dangerous one.
Reversal by the Undertaker.
Heading up and maybe heading out. He's getting a huge boost right now from all those chants and cheers.
Things are about to get worse.
He takes a painful fall from the cage.
Yeah, he's gonna have to try something else now. Ooh, that man just broken something.
Here's a
Kane, oh boy.
Slam straight to hell. Kane delivering his own brand of hell.
Wow, just barely making it out.
Sister Abigail.
Could Kane rise back up?
Shifts it back onto him.
Oh, my goodness.
We're reaching a point where these superstars must be hurt, must be vulnerable.
And who's going to find a way to capitalize on that vulnerability? Slam! What impact!
Kane gets that sent right back to him.
Devil's favorite sidewalk slam. Running FTO plants him.
Nicely done.
Comes crashing down. Here he goes, moving up the cage wall.
Overhand right lands.
Able to counter. Oh, and he doesn't connect. Face buster plants him.
The adrenaline is pumping, and the WWE Universe is on his side.
These two showing how well scouted they each are.
He turns it around.
Hanging back with their own counter.
Kane keeps him away.
A counter answered by another counter. Running FTO plant.
Good night. Each one keeps getting more devastating.
Stomping. The Big Red Machine is now under heavy pressure.
Kane has to turn this around and quick. And every inch climbed puts you in a more perilous position.
And look here, he's making his way up the cage. And now he's made it to the top of the cage.
No way! The scripted the cage is on. Risking it all with a daring leap from the top and suffering the consequences. Gotta wonder if the stamina is there to make it all the way. Getting ever so close to the very peak of the steel cage. Trying to escape the cage. Oh, no! From the top rope. Oh, headbutt. Reversal. What a counter.
Kane turns it around. And he's able to counter. Ooh, right to the throat.
That suplex. Oh, no. The adrenaline is pumping, and the WWE Universe is on his side.
He's got him here. He's got him up.
And Devil's favorite sidewalk slam. Oh, yeah. Let's just all take a moment to truly appreciate and embrace his presence. Oh, man, spine crushing.
He's getting a huge boost right now from all those chants and cheers.
Spiked with a Uranagi. Take a good look at a real-life Titan, folks.
What do you say? I mean, this is amazing. Kane, oh boy.
Straight to hell.
And the Phenom has been taking on some hellacious offense.
Certainly a less than ideal situation for the Undertaker here, not seeing his usually dominant form. And a claw! There's the claw! This could be it!
This one's over.
And he got in there. I thought that was it.
You and me both. Oh, look at his aggression, just pure brutality.
Come on, easy.
Oh my goodness, launched into the cage.
And he's able to fight Kane off.
Popped up, no way.
Yes way!
What power.
Instant peace.
Taker just turned his lights out.
Got to find a way to get out of this.
All the way. God.
Does the official not see him removing the turnbuckle pad?
Keep your voice down.
Wrapped in the corner, unleashing the headbutts.
Just bludgeoning their opponent.
Big splash in the corner.
He's trying to intimidate his opponent one more time, but he's got to strike soon. And finds a counter.
Undertaker! Gonna climb to the top rope, looking for a little old school!
Shoulders down. And he breaks up the count.
Snapmare takeover.
Followed by Undertaker saw it coming.
And now he's giving you all another chance to simply take it all in.
Up and down! What a slam! Looking for a grip to get themselves over the cage. Oh my gosh, what impact!
Undertaker counters.
Takes incredible guts to make this climb.
And here he is scaling up the cage wall. And would you look at that? He could be well on his way to escaping the steel cage.
Heck of a view from up there, but he'll enjoy a view from the floor even more.
And as he continues to climb the side of the cage, you have to think his confidence is starting to build.
The longer he's up there, the more fear starts to seep into the mind.
He's working toward making his escape. He can almost taste the win in this cage match.
Looks like he's having trouble getting that other leg over.
And victory looking more and more likely for him now in this steel cage match.
Fought so hard to be in this position, but he's only halfway to victory. Oh!
Able to catch him.
What's he gonna do now?
Battling at the top.
Oh, God.
He catches Kane with a counter.
Better be quick about it. Not much time to get over.
Oh, no.
With authority.
He had it scouted. And he sends him into the corner.
Oh, look at this aggression in the corner.
Yeah.
Quick thinking pays off.
Back body draw. You see the height on that?
Broken clothesline. Oh, worked out with the crossbody.
Undertaker moves just in time.
reciprocating the initial reversal.
Listen to this place. It's unreal.
Adjustable level. Sister on again. That's got to end it this time around. 2.
Shoulder before 3.
The MO of Kane remains the same. You'll have to go through hell. Face first. Inverted STO. I think that finally closes the book.
The trademark resolve of the Undertaker on display. He will not stay down.
I can see it in the eyes from here. Does he get it here?
1, 2, 3. There's the bell, and he survives this brutal cage match.
Here is your winner, Braun Wyatt.
I don't think anybody will question the toughness on display here tonight.
Takes a lot of guts to even set foot in the cage, but to win is even more impressive.
This is the kind of action you get when you put 3 hungry competitors in a match against one another, forcing them to battle for supremacy.